Hi, everybody. With all the eclipse information and the astrology and the full moons and all of the things that I talk about, there's something else that I wanted to offer that's maybe much less sexy. The work is still inside the house. I love our systems. You know I do. I love the astrology, the human design, the Enneagram, the tarot, the archetypes, the seasons and the cycles, the symbols, the shamanism. I love all of that. They can be extraordinary maps. They can help you walk through the rooms of your own house and finally understand what you're looking at. Feel at home in your home. And you might think like, oh, this is why this room feels that way. Or that's the pattern I've been living inside. That's the door I keep walking past and haven't had the courage to open it. There is enormous value in having that map. But the map does not tend the house. You do. You still have to live there. You have to open the windows. You have to clean out the closets. You have to notice what you've outgrown. Repair the things that are laying around that need to be repaired. Decide what you're no longer willing to store. What's the cost of carrying these things? And then you have to tend to it again tomorrow. The rituals and the practices and the habits, whatever language you use for the ways you care for your interior life, those are not only for eclipses. They're for Tuesday. They're for the morning after you said the thing you wish you hadn't. They're for grief. They're for falling in love. They're for being furious. They're for changing your mind. They're for the ordinary afternoon when absolutely nothing seems to be happening. They're for being alive. And here's the thing I keep coming back to. You can feel what isn't working in your life anymore. You can feel when an old role has become too small. You can feel when something that has once kept you safe started keeping you stuck. You can hear that soft voice of intuition, perhaps becoming louder now, here and there. Maybe it's whispering to you, this isn't mine anymore. I can't keep doing this. This doesn't fit anymore. Something is changing. The other thing, and the thing to watch out for, is when it says, I don't know what comes next, but I know I can't go back. And some people call that a timeline shift. Maybe we don't even need to call it healing. Maybe this is becoming. An active verb, the act of becoming, an ongoing process. Maybe it's the art of being. Sometimes it's beautiful, sometimes it's light, sometimes it's fucking devastating. Sometimes it's so dark we cannot yet imagine what we're becoming inside of it. Life lifes us. And the heartbreaking gift of being human is that we get to feel our way through it. We get to feel our way through it. The systems that I use and study and I hold so dear can support us in that. They can give us language for that. They can offer us mirrors and maps and illuminate patterns we couldn't see from the inside. But I don't believe they hold prophecy. I don't believe they contain the answers to your life. And I don't believe an eclipse or the tarot or human design or anyone interpreting those things for you should become more authoritative than the knowing developing inside of you. The map is not the authority. You are. Maybe that's part of the becoming too. We use the maps as long as they're supporting us well enough to turn off the lights and still find our way home. What if you knew yourself that well? What if that was the whole point of being here? What if the whole point was not healing and not separating out all of the parts of the healing journey that we have all been on, and we just learn to live in our house with care and with grace and with patience and with effort and time. Sorry, there's a lawnmower outside. What if we did that? What would that feel like? Because I know a lot of people, call me or contact me and they ask me, Jen, what's this all about? What is this doing in my chart? I do that too, all the time. So I'm not shaming anyone for doing that. But it just occurs to me that the art of being is an action. It is it could be, I'm not going to shit on anyone, but it could be the whole thing. It could be what we are supposed to be primarily noticing the whole time we're walking through this beautiful, colorful, tragic, heartbreaking, joyful life. I hope it is that for you. I hope this resonates. I would love to hear.